Good evening, Mask enjoyers. How you doing, alright? Because it's time for the Abnormal Barders. Tonight we have a lot of skins to chase after. 9 different skins, all on display right here in front of you, except the Bird of Luck crossbow. That is the only regular skin. That skin will only become marketable tomorrow. Now, some of you watching this video are probably immediately confused and thinking, what is this guy on about? Abnormals? Regular skins? Well, don't worry, I'll quickly explain everything. Basically, if you could just look in the description right now, at the very top you'll see 2 videos are provided. If you don't fully understand what abnormals are, please consider watching the very first video. 60 seconds long, it's a short video which will briefly explain how abnormals work. In short, every single week, with all the brand new skins, some of them will become marketable before the roster even rotates. We know when they're going to become marketable. So what we're going to do right now is figure out prices for all of them, and once we got that all figured out, when they become marketable, we're going to race to put those barders down as soon as possible, and hopefully in the future, we are the people who pick these up for some cheap prices and sell them for some sweet, delicious looking profit. Simple as that. And of course, for regular skins, they only become marketable when the roster is rotated. So if you just listen to all of that and you watch that short video and you feel like, I still feel like I should learn a little bit more, consider watching the second video in the description. It's about 20 minutes long, goes a lot more in depth, but it should basically explain everything to do with abnormal barders. Sounds good? Right. Let's get started then. Let's take a look at all of these skins and figure out prices we might want to offer for all of them. Beauty Industry Sheet Metal Double Door. Right then, so I'm looking at this and it's done 26,000 subscribers. Now, if you were to keep an eye on all of my videos, I do my Rust 48-hour analysis every Saturday. And I looked at that sheet metal double door and I thought, yeah, I reckon by next Thursday it's going to do 27 to 30,000 subscribers. I think I'm pretty spot on here. By tomorrow there will be 27,000 subscribers. Now, if you were to look at all the sheet metal double door skins over the past year, been pretty good. Only the Halloween skins are down in price. Pretty much all the other ones are doing all right. Tempered sheet metal double door, is that just one straggler being listed at a very cheap price? Let's just double check on that. Well, there's 274 listings, what? But yeah, there's like 4 listings there. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. So sheet metal double doors, clearly you can see they've done a pretty good job retaining their value. But what's going to happen over the course of next year? In 2024, we received 22, so far, because we still have Christmas, 22 sheet metal double door skins. Compare that to previous years, you might realise things are getting a little bit outrageous. What will be the breaking point? We have 61 skins in the game so far. At what point will it suddenly become a big issue with these sheet metal double doors becoming nice investments? Because, well, for a good example, look at sheet metal doors, look at garage doors, look and see how most of the time they just go down in price instantly. So I am a bit concerned. However, I also look at this properly and I also notice that, hang on a minute, there are cat girls on this door. I can't help but assume people will just like it simply because of that. As people have suggested, it's kind of like nightclub lighting and whatnot, which I think will be appreciated as time goes on. So, okay, it's sold a lot because people like it. They genuinely do like this skin. So we'll take that into consideration. But do be aware, just because things are all right now doesn't mean it's going to be all right in the future. If you bought the skin because you like it, that's fine. If you're looking at this skin trying to make an investment, that's different. So, of course, we'll do the abnormal barders first. Now, I'm looking at this, and I'm still thinking it's going to be all right. It has sold a lot, and one thing I should have done when I was looking at all the skins is I just want to see what are the highest selling sheet metal double doors that ever existed. Well, as you can see, this is currently 4th. It will be 4th by the end of tomorrow as well, because there's no way we're going to get 10,000 subscribers by tomorrow. No. So, all right, yeah, it's one of the highest selling sheet metal double doors in this game. But when you look at some of these other skins, I mean, they do stand out quite nicely. They're pretty unique. They do look interesting. I honestly do believe as time goes on, this will be okay. It will retain its value. It will do nicely. But if we ever do see that breaking point that I've hypothesized, if we keep seeing sheet metal double door skins being introduced, whether it's Twitch drops or in Rust doors and whatnot, then I do worry for it. Okay? So maybe you might want to consider selling your sheet metal double doors during January. It's up to you. Don't know how many of them you own. But looking at it, I still think for the foreseeable future, along with the very nice high player counts, I'm still expecting this to do pretty good. I'm probably going to go all the way up to about $2, maybe a little bit more. So I'm going to do $1.50 to $2. I feel like it's a perfectly fine suggestion. If you want to offer some more, you're more than welcome to do so. If you're thinking, you know what, I don't actually want to spend $2.49, I think I could get these cheaper with like a $2.20 barder, go for it. I wouldn't be surprised if you actually managed to pull it off. But as I said, in the further future, how many more sheet metal double door skins are we going to be given, and will that amount to a problem? Will Face Punch turn around and go, you know what? Let's stop accepting sheet metal double doors. Because I will show you this. Like, look at crossbows this year compared to previous years. We used to get quite a lot every single year. But in 2024, no, that happens sometimes. Yes, it does. So, yeah, take that into consideration. Something like that could happen. Like, maybe they stop caring about sheet metal double doors and just want to keep accepting more and more and more backpacks. Maybe we actually see some more skins become, items become skinnable. Where's the SKS skins? Huh? Where's the brand new SMG skins, huh? Where's the Salvaged Axe skins? I'm just pointing that out. Wolf headdress would be nice. Bed. I need my race car bed skin. I need it. Anyway. So, yes, maybe things do calm down. We can't foresee that far in the future, can we? No. I can tell you, tomorrow's Christmas. Anyway, so, yeah, $1.50 to $2. That is probably going to be A-OK. Let's move on. Right, Desert Nomad Backpack. So, as of now, this is probably the best thing for, going around in the desert, if you want a backpack. If you want to put the effort into skin your backpack, I should, be a little bit more precise there. I've paired it up with the Nomad Hazmat. I don't personally think it blends in that nicely. I still think someone should go ahead and quite literally make a backpack for every single hazmat. That's up to you, skin creators. Anyway, it sold quite nicely. So, 23,000 subscribers, hopping back over to the 48-hour analysis, I assumed that was going to do between 23 to 26,000 subscribers, so I was kind of spot on. Now, initially, I thought it'd sell quite a little bit more, but, of course, the Twitch drops are currently out. We're being given, backpack skins for free, and I hope you managed to get all of them. Anyway, so, looking at this, questioning how it's going to end up behaving in the future, I stand by my word with what I said on Thursday. I will not be surprised in the slightest in the future we get another brown backpack, or a light brown backpack to be precise. You can see in the images with LeCramp here, he paired it up with the Desert Raiders, clothing and armour and whatnot. There will be something that probably is a better option. I fully expect more brown backpacks to be produced, light brown, and that, when we get something that, outdoes this, oh dear, oh no, that's probably going to go down and become forgotten. And what happens then? Prices go down. When you take a look at all the backpack skins, and I probably should make a video talking about this, you might notice that some have started to slip. You might notice that No Mercy backpack and Large Hazmat backpack and Blackout backpack, they're not doing as good as they were, are they? Now, Hardsuit, not surprised by that. Sorry to say, but not surprised. There's a lot of them. And more keep coming out, and there will be Christmas ones. There's 21 individual submissions for Christmas there for a backpack. I will not be surprised in the slightest if we get at least 2 out of Christmas this year. Probably 3 or 4, we'll see. But point made, as we see more and more and more of them, these original ones become less special. You've been warned. Right, so with that, I'm probably just going to do like 80 cents to $1.20. I'm playing it safe. Will that sell and retain its value for the foreseeable future? Probably. As I said, the player counts at the moment, doing pretty good. But I care more about what happens once we reach February and March and April when there's less people playing the game. And by then, we'll probably see some more backpacks being introduced into Rust stores, and maybe we'll see a brown backpack and it looks better than that one. So you know exactly how things can easily just go 180 and go bad. So yeah, I'm playing it safe. I don't care if I miss out on some quick short-term profits with this. I care more about the potential disaster just around the corner. All right, we're about to go through some very fun, lovely times, but who knows? The first Rust store for January 2025. What happens if we see a very cool backpack that looks better than that? I mean, what happens if we see a Desert Raiders backpack by then? There you go. Just point out. All right. So we'll leave it for now. Let's talk about Commando Tier 2. Now, the big worry I had for Commando Tier 2 was, what if it sells a little bit too much compared to the rest of the set? Guess what happened? You know what happened. It happened. Tier 2 sold more than the Tier 3 and the hoodie and pants. So as I look over and take a look at the Tier 3, that did about 17,000 subscribers, rounded up. Yeah, it's about that. Hoodie Pants, 16,000 subscribers. The Kilt has done over 22,000 subscribers. You can clearly see that. And the other 2 pieces of Tier 2, they're close to 22,000 subscribers. Is this the end of the world for Commando Tier 2? No, because there still could be boots and gloves in the future. But by default, when you have a collection, right, such as this, with all the clothing and armour, what usually tends to happen is the core piece that has the most quantity ends up becoming the cheapest. I will sit here and say I wouldn't be too surprised if the kilt still manages to sell nicely and retains... It does a good job of staying up in price. Kilt is the only leg armor we have. That can be used with the tier 2 armor here or the tier 3. So whilst it did sell a fair bit more compared to this and this, even then it'll probably still do a very good job of retaining value. The coffee can and the vest though. And then it also brings up the debate of, well, what happens in comparison to Black Diamond? You know, this was competing with this collection earlier this year. Black Diamond, its hoodie and pants came out last as well, and that also sold a little bit more compared to, you know, the rest of the set, tier 3, tier 2. But the pants are doing perfectly fine. But the hoodie's down a bit. But it's not down by that much. It's really not down that much, is it? No. So, of course, as we've now delved into the period of time where we expect a lot of people to take time off and have, you know, spare Christmas money and enjoy themselves playing Rust and whatnot, this still went up in price. Do you reckon Commando will still be used a lot? Do you reckon Commando will still be thought of and desired and played with? Looking at the price for Commando here, and then you look at Blackout, you know, are people still just going to go back to using Blackout? Because, of course, remember, the tier 3 armor, you know, it's really not that expensive, is it? Sort of. It's $12. Shut up. But, you know, hoodie and pants, ugh. The tier 2 armor, ugh. But, of course, you look at Commando, you look at Black Diamond, you look at Legacy Kevlar. You know, that's still super cheap for some of the pieces. But it's this period of time where they are going to go up in price because people do like full black sets. It's conflicting, isn't it? But I do stand by my point. I think the Kilt's still going to do a pretty good job of retaining its value. I do worry about the other pieces. So here's how I'm going to approach this. I still think the Kilt is probably going to be retaining most of its value. I have looked at the Black Diamond Kilt. I have looked at the Blackout Kilt. I've looked at this. Legacy Kevlar as well. They've all done pretty good. You know, I could also bring up Black Diamond. Black Gold. This was another Blackout alternative that came out in, 2022? And you look at the Kilt, I think the Kilt's still the most valuable piece. Almost $10. Yeah. And that still sold more compared to the other pieces here and whatnot, but it still worked out perfectly fine. In short, people appreciate black kilts, and I just think that's going to be a perfectly fine thing to approach. I think we could do $1.50 to $2 for that. But for the helmet and the vest, I'm going to play it safe. I'm probably only going to do 80 cents to $1.20 for those other two pieces there. Now, if you want to offer more on all of that, you're more than welcome to do so, but just giving you a heads up. Also, remember this, if people are going to be looking for cheap alternative blackout options, as I've just pointed out, there's many options. There's many different collections that they can look at now. Where's the whiteout alternatives? Where's the Forest Raiders alternatives, huh? Right, anyway, so there it is. Those are the prices. I've given you the warnings. If you're not fully confident, just offer a less Steam wallet. Right, let's talk about Cybercore MP5. I'm concerned. So, of course, we have the ever so lovely Oil Rats and Rickoloff MP5 right here for free. And with the, transparent aim sight, it's pretty helpful, it's pretty cool, and a lot of people are appreciating it. Now, if you have seen my showcase of all the skins here, the December Twitch drops, I make comparisons to previous Twitch drop MP5s and, of course, the Cybercore MP5. And in conclusion, whilst the Cybercore does look nice and stylish and, this very likely might be built up into a brand new collection, I just think with 20,000 subscribers, will people just still want to prefer to using the Oil Rats and Rickoloff MP5? Because I do believe that one is better. Now, I have heard some people sit there and say, Hedge, I can see the outlines and the transparency of the MP5s. It's kind of annoying. Oh, dear. That's probably going to be a bit of a concern for some of these skins as well in the future and whatnot. But still, Cybercore at $3.49. Also, take this into consideration, MP5s this year, how are they currently holding up? And then we move our head over to, oh, right, yeah, that happened. Yes, it did. It did. Oh dear. Right, okay, so point made. I'm sorry to say, but I'm not feeling super confident. You don't say. I think I'm just going to probably do $1 to $2. Now, how much you want to offer is up to you. But I will sit here and say this. If we do see Cybercore turn into a weapon collection, all right, you know what? Maybe that does work out quite nicely. You may recall Redemption Collection and Chameleon Collection when they were just weapons. Initially, they actually worked out ever so nicely. Nice, shiny weapon collections that people desired, people craved. Obviously, as time has gone on, things went a little bit awry. But, still, some of these are still holding up very nicely. And then you look at Chameleon. I'm sure you remember the summer of 2023 is the point I'm trying to get across, where all of these weapon skins were doing very, very cool, very, very nice. Just not as much anymore now. So, yeah, maybe that happens with this, but I'm being a little bit more realistic, and I'm thinking, yeah, $1 to $1 to $2. So that's what I'm probably going to go ahead and do. All right, if you're not for more, you're more welcome to do so. You will very likely be able to pick this up for a cheaper price. But as I said, maybe just prefer to use the Orats MP5. Yeah, all right. Anyway, it's up to you. Let's move on. Otherworldly Furnace. It's fine for what it is. It's just, I just don't have that much faith in Furnace skins anymore. Now, this isn't even from like a collection. If it was, I'm sure it would do a better job of retaining its value. But it's not. But will it be built up into a collection? Will JJ, the skin creator here, actually manage to get like more skins accepted? Because I remember in the past he produced a very cool looking small box, which we'll probably see in a second. There you go. And he was making Blue Lotus large boxes and double doors, and they look very nice and fantastic and glow in the dark ever so nicely. But none of them got accepted. So we never got that deplorable collection. It's not his fault. He tried and he made some cool looking skins, but Face Punch, they don't always accept skins. Who'd have guessed? Anyway, so looking at that. It looks nice to a point. It's weird, it's strange, it's unique, but I still think it's going to go down in price. I'm just going to do 80 cents to $1.20. Sorry to say, but I just don't trust furnaces that much. But if we do see more of this being produced, that'd be nice. But Christmas is in the way for next 2 weeks, so... Alright then, we'll leave it at that. Danger Zone sleeping bag. Didn't sell too much. Not too bad. So if we do a quick comparison, take a look at all the sleeping bags that exist. First of all, the ones that came out in 2024. I mean... yeah, they've sold reasonably. This sold just as much, well, almost as much as the Glacial Visage sleeping bag, which I'm fine with. Take a look at all the sleeping bags that exist, and this is in the upper half. Take a look at all the sleeping bags above it, and, you know, some of them are selling quite nicely and doing very nicely and whatnot. Wow. Oh, I thought that was the highest amount there. No, it's like 30,000 there. Oh, okay. It's actually very 50-50, isn't it? Like, quite a lot of these are in the positive and quite a lot of them are in the negative. Well, the Christmas bag's still down in price. Anyway, I'm looking at that. It's a very straightforward looking design. Glows in the dark. It's all you really need. Will we see more Danger Zone skins being produced? I kind of wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's in the hands of the skin creators. Maybe they'll feel motivated to jump back onto this. We shall see, but I don't know. Right, well, they came back to it by their own volition. It wasn't like a complete the set's acceptance. I think we will be seeing another attempt at like the wooden double door and the sheep and a double door and whatnot. But for now, that sleeping bag, I think I'm just going to do, I'll do 80 cents to $1.20. I think I'm going to approach it that way. So, yeah, that's how I'm going to approach it. And then we had the Protector Sheepman at door, $3.49. What? Well, that's probably half the reason why it didn't sell too much. 12,500 subscribers. Basically half as much as that one right there. And the funny thing is this has transparency. Yep, it's just not useful. The height of the transparency isn't, like, helpful for it. Hey, well, it's up to skin creators. Here's the question. Will we see this develop into a collection? Well, there have already been attempts for it. The Sheep Matador was actually submitted before the Sheep Matador, if I recall. Either way, the point I'm trying to get across is this very likely will be turned into a proper deplorable collection. Will it happen? We shall see. But that right there? We just talked about the other sheet metal double door, so everything about the future does apply to this as well. If we do keep seeing tons and tons of sheet metal double door skins being accepted, yeah, that will also suffer. And at $3.49, it's a lot easier for that to suffer because it's harder to maintain a higher price. That's what I basically alluded to with the Core MP5. So with this sheet metal double door, I'm looking at it, I'm questioning it, I'm thinking, hey, there's nothing wrong with it. It's got a perfectly straightforward looking design, but you know what? I think I'm just going to do $1 to $2. It's fine, but I just don't really know if that's always going to remain in demand. Now, probably it does. Maybe it does a very good job of retaining its value, but there will be more options appearing. There will be more Twitch drops. It's inevitable. It's going to happen, so okay. Play it a little bit safe then. Right, so will that be the only regular Rust Store sheet metal door skin that comes out that ends up in the negative? And then it can like sit with the Halloween skins. I don't know, but we'll see. So yeah, I feel like I'll play it safe with that one. So that's all the abnormal skins, and we have only one regular skin for tomorrow, the Bird of Luck crossbow. So quick look, the Bird of Luck collection, how in demand is there? No. Okay, so, right, well, that's a little bit sad to see, but it's a perfectly fine, cool looking design. I did say this a little bit earlier. Out of all the 2024, how many crossbow skins have we had? Just two. Just two. That's it. All right. And when you take a look at all these crossbows, you might notice that they're not doing super perfect, but they're not down too badly either. So if we were to look for the cheapest crossbow, yes, we'll go about it that way. The cheapest crossbow is currently selling on the Steam market at $1.30. So they don't go all the way down. No. All right, then. So we can probably do a decent buy order, but not be too risky. Is that what you're saying? Well, I mean, it's up to you. At the very least, I think we can offer at least $1. But how low will it potentially go? It's 10,500 subscribers. When I was like hypothesizing, oh, how much is it going to sell? How much is it going to sell? I thought it was going to do 11.5 to 12.5. Seems I was a bit low, or rather, it's undersold. It's got that interesting green, feathery design, lots of colours. Like when you aim down the sight, point I'm trying to get across is you do see quite a lot of an interesting pattern. But maybe you don't want to be distracted. Maybe you don't want to be distracted. I think it actually might do pretty okay. But still, I think I might just go a little bit lower. $1 to $1.50. It's behaving better than most weapons and tool skins. It's still probably going down in price. Like, think a little bit more in the long term. February, March, April. Yeah, so just pointing that out. So yeah, that is it. That is basically everything. Right, so what can we expect for tomorrow? Well, Christmas. Now, here's one thing that might happen, but I think it will probably happen on Monday instead. Basically, we can see that the ice sculpture has actually been implemented into the game, and it's not something that's just in the game. You have to pay for it. Because you will. How much is it going to cost? I don't know. But much like the Trakmer cape earlier this year, we have a brand new item which will be sold in the Rust store with the Christmas skins tomorrow or Monday. If we don't see this in the Rust store tomorrow, I don't think all the other Christmas items are going to be there as well. And if you're a bit confused by that, well, let's just quickly go to the past and this you meant APP. I'm referring to Snow Machine, Festive Garlands. You see all of this down here? The Santa beard? Yeah. Are they going to appear tomorrow? I don't think so. The reason why I suggest this is because, like Halloween earlier this year, the actual items, the holiday items, came out when the actual update came out. So the Halloween items came out with the Halloween update. The Christmas update isn't until the 16th this Monday. So don't be surprised if something like that happens. All right. So, yeah, I have no idea what Christmas skins will be accepted. But I did produce a video earlier this week, the Rust Christmas 2024 workshop skin checks. I basically figured out all the collection continuations from previous years. I have a lovely selection of skins right here. It's going to automatically play. Watch out, watch out, watch out. It's going to do it. No, don't do it, Hedge, no. But yeah, I've got them all on display with their workshop links, all chaptered out. Feel free to go ahead and give this a good watch. Yeah, no, honestly, there's a lot of interesting skins. They look ever so nice. And tasty. Yeah, there's a lot of gingerbread ones. But the idea of, could we see a collection continuation out of all the Christmas skins tomorrow? It could happen, and yes, it can cause some spikes in demand and spikes in price. Tomorrow, very likely, will be the point where we start to see Christmas skins peak in price. That very likely will be happening. Chat, you got to tell me, which of these Christmas skins will potentially be picked tomorrow? Personally, I will vouch for the Christmas leather gloves and hide boots because I asked Confusion to make them. Because nobody ever makes Christmas boots and gloves. Why? No, I'm going to go and make a backpack along with all the other people. But lots of tier 2 armor and whatnot. Hey, at the end of the day, skin creators, whatever they're motivated to do, I'll support that. But there's always people making tier 3 and tier 2 armor. And so many backpacks today. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting choices there. And then you find out lots of doors were produced as well. Come on now, you fully expected that. You knew it was going to happen. Garage doors, sheet metal double doors, more garage doors, anime skins. Why do we have so many anime skins all of a sudden? The floodgates have opened. Anyway, point made. So, funnily enough, we really don't have that many weapons and tool skins. But you never know. Maybe we'll get a grenade this year. Well, that'd be a fun way to kickstart Christmas. Yahoo! So, yeah, Christmas, first week of Christmas is tomorrow, and the second one will be next week. And then the final Rust store of the year will be the week after that. All right, then. So, I have no idea what to expect, but I can also point out commits. We have been seeing some interesting details being mentioned. So, quite some time back, I mentioned we're getting some sort of medieval armor as a DLC. Well, they've also mentioned medieval sheet metal double doors. Now, I can't seem to find it right now, and I do apologise, but I have seen it being mentioned. So I'm guessing with the introduction of the primitive update, whenever that happens, maybe it'll be February, maybe it'll be January, who knows? I am pretty sure we're going to get a special DLC pack with, some medieval themed armor. Is it tier 2? Is it tier 3? We don't know. But it looks like it's going to come with a double door as well. So, cool. Hedge just talked about the worry of how many sheep metal double door skins might be introduced in 2025. We're already getting a DLC pack of it. Yeah. But apparently all of the siege weapons have been textured now and whatnot. It really... Oh, handcuffed player can be forced to mount onto a catapult. Well, that certainly sounds pretty fun, doesn't it? All right, we're out of ammo. We've got to start using guys now. Go on, hop on. Well, hang on a minute. You can use that for raids. Get catapulted, use the parachute, you go to... I'm just saying, that should be a thing. That should be a thing. That should be a thing. I'm hoping that's a thing. I might have to go tweet that to them. If we could catapult people, you should be able to catapult them high up so that they can use the parachute to go down. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But anyway. That's basically everything. So let's see what gets accepted tomorrow. But for now, we still need to go ahead and do those abnormal barders. So let's now skip ahead. Right then, gentlemen. 3, 2, 1. Barders, go! Right, what do we see? Oh, that was quick. Oh, that's an instant amount of barders. Huh. That was a bit strange, but hey, we'll move on. Okay, Commando kill. Hello. Oh, am I first? Let's go find out. Right, over to here. Core MP5. I was questioning you a fair bit. Right, Protector, Sheet Metal Double Door. That's a lot of barders already. What? Wow, this is actually pretty quick. I'm actually kind of surprised. Desert, hey, in the future, you might be going down, but for now, you'll probably be doing pretty good. So, yeah, 40. Let's request 40. And then over to here, Commando Vest. Okay, let's get a quick look at the barders first. That's going on up to, all the way up to about $2. Bit of a drop-off from here to here, which was expected. All right. Commando helmet. Let's go for around the same price. Oh, actually, 50. Come on, Edge. Make sure you're buying the same amount. Otherwise, it's going to be a little bit awkward when you look at your inventory in the future. Oh, I already have a link for that. Just to be sure. We've got the Otherworldly Furnace. I'm thinking. And over to here, I think I've accidentally done double links. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I've missed one. What is it? Oh, the bag. I accidentally clicked the wrong thing twice. Right. Now, here's one thing I want to point out to all of you. A lot of people sit there and say, Hedge, oh, wow, it's selling for $100. No, just because something is listed at $100 does not mean it's worth $100, all right? This happens all the time. Anyway, I'm looking at this. I'm trying to figure out a decent price. Earlier, I suggested 80 cents to $1.20. So, you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to go ahead and do. Cool. Simple as. Right. So, yep, that's a wrap. We just did all the barders for all the skins. And I'm going to go do some second batch of barders in the background. But for now, let's skip ahead and talk about the abnormal barder sport. Alright, we're back. It's been almost an hour. Yeah, we've been yapping a lot in the background. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at all of those skins and look at the abnormal barter support. So first up, Beauty Industry, Sheet Metal Double Door. It sold quite a lot, but I think we kind of attribute that to that being, you know, a lot of interest, had a lot of demand. Well, the barders are looking pretty good as well, going all the way up to about $2.30. Now, the highest, like, bulk barder, you could say is the 10 there at $2.16, and hence the $2.02 there, and it's $1.87, $1.84. In short, it does look like it's going to do a decent job of retaining most of its value. How many of these are going to appear in the Steam market? How long will people appreciate Catgirls for? I think the simplistic style will hold up nicely. It's not like super in your face. It's perfectly fine. It's 2 Catgirls holding guns. Do you need anything more in your life? Well, there you go. But honestly, I think it'll just be fine with what we see here. So if you're thinking about more... might need to buy some things so I can keep selling Rust skins, so I can keep selling Christmas skins. That's a perfectly fine option. Like it looks like it will do a decent job retaining its value. But I will point out that is quite a lot of listings to appear very quickly, like 1111212. It's not like someone's unloaded 50 in one go. It's like a lot of individual people have listed theirs. But is it still going to hold up quite nicely? I mean, 27,000 isn't a ridiculous amount. Maybe for a sheet metal double door, though. Again, it's the fourth highest selling sheet metal double door that exists in the game currently. And if we do see more sheet metal double door skins in 2025, to the amount of 2024, but yeah, if you're just going to stick with doing like a $2.20 barter, trying to get these for 30 cents cheaper, doesn't look like it would be too bad of an idea. But yes, if you wanted to buy some of these and hope they'll retain value, as of now, it does look like it would do a good job of that. So how you approach that is up to you. But yeah, it looks okay. Looking at the next few skins, well, here we have the Desert Nomad backpack. Now it's selling for what, $2.49? To my surprise, it's actually doing pretty good. Yeah, it's got decent barters gone all the way up to $2, but we've already got like prices down to $3. And backpacks getting a bit worrying. It didn't sell as much as like No Mercy and Blackout, that's for sure, but still it sold quite a fair bit. And all it takes is one more brown backpack to be produced, and oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I do want to bring this up. There's been quite a lot of gingerbread backpacks produced over the past like couple of weeks, and yeah, they are light brown. Do you want to wear those in the desert? Well, I mean, it'd be a bit out of season, but it might be better. So take that into consideration. I think you could just stick with doing a barter. I think that's probably the better way to approach this, and I wouldn't be surprised if it does drop off eventually as time goes on. So we'll see how things turn out. Over to here, we have the Commando kilt. So, of course, we did talk quite a fair bit about this. We had to talk about, in comparison to other Blackout alternative skins and Blackout collection itself, whatnot. I mean, it looks fine. Look at the borders. It looks fine. It doesn't look too bad. Honestly, again, this looks like a perfectly fine thing you might want to consider buying. Again, if you want to spend money, that doesn't look too bad. Now, if you wanted to just try and put down like a $2.20 barter, maybe a $2.30 barter, and get these a little bit cheaper, yeah, it definitely looks approachable and doable. But yeah, if you had to spend some money, that looks perfect. Like over to here, plenty of barters above $1, plenty of barters all the way up above $1.50, plenty of barters over $2 as well. It looks secure, it looks strong, and chances are this would just be perfectly fine. Hopefully, Commando Collection will be, in demand for the foreseeable future. It doesn't have to be super in demand, it just has to be available and affordable. And at the moment, that is the case. But, if Blackout keeps getting cheaper, if it were, that would be a problem. But it is competing with Black Gold and Dragon Rage and Black Diamond and Legacy Kevlar and even Pirate Collection. There's a lot of alternative options. Will it hold up or will it suffer? At the very least, I do think the kilt, at the very least, will be retaining a decent price for the foreseeable future. Let's see if it could become super profitable. Will we see the boots and gloves in the future? So we'll have to wait for that. Right, and then of course we also have the other tier 2 pieces, the coffee can helmet and of course the vest. And kind of expected, the barter's not as strong on these, but just remember, this is selling at $2, this is selling at $2.49, this is also selling at $2.49. So to see the barter's not going up as high, not too surprising, but over to here, this is kind of similar compared to the coffee can helmet. Yeah, people are aware that the vest and the coffee can just aren't as in demand. Still, there is good demand for them, but they have also sold a lot compared to Tier 3 and hoodie and pants. Kilt is the only leg armor that we have. We've gone through the whole routine all about that. You get the idea. Kilt's very likely going to do a good job retaining value regardless. These two are the questionable ones. So to see the barters only going up to a certain point, not too surprised. I think you are better off sticking with a barter. Sorry about that. Alright, Protector, Sheepman Double Door. Didn't sell too much. It is selling at a quite high price initially, but looking at what we see right here, I mean, again, it only went up to $2. If we don't see barters improve and climb up anymore, that is looking to be a bit of a problem. Yep. So I'm looking at what I'm seeing here, and yeah, it's conflicting. Because you can see everybody's here just trying to avoid listing theirs below $5, but there will be more people who will be able to list theirs on the Steam market eventually over the course of the next 7 days. Will it slowly, gradually go down to less than $3.50? Or will it hold up? Will it do nicely? There's a lot of available cheaper options below $3.49, and I feel like that might be the problem for this. So as of now, yeah, I think you are better off just sticking with a barter. You could offer like $2.50, get these for $1 cheaper. Wouldn't be surprised if you managed to pull that off. Over to here, Core MP5, another $3.49 skin. We discussed it, we talked about it, we talked about the Twitch drop as well, the Oil Rats and Rickle off MP5, and it's just, yeah, I don't have a lot of confidence, but if we do see an actual collection being built out of Cybercore, alright, fair enough, maybe the MP5 will hold up nicely and work out ever so nicely. 20,000 subscribers though. And again, I personally think the Twitch drop is a little bit better. But again, you might prefer, style over, usefulness and whatnot. But hey, that works. It matters. All right. Yeah, conflicted with this as well. Will we eventually see a lot more listings? Will we eventually see the price go down a lot lower than $5? Well, we'll see. We'll see. So, all right. How much buy orders can you make? As much as it adds up to 10 times your current Steam wallet. So yeah, you can do well over 1,000 buy orders, but it all depends on how much money you have on the actual account. All right, so, yep, that's fine, I guess. And then over to here, Danger Zone sleeping bag. Look, just because it's listed at $10 doesn't mean it's worth $10. I've already said this. Shut up. Right. Why is it listed at $95? Why is it worth $95? Shut up. Anyway, so, buy orders. Buy orders are basically only going up to $1. Looks like a lot of people just wanted to play it safe. Looks like a lot of people didn't want to go anywhere near, its actual price of $2. Huh. Oh, dear. Oh, well. Didn't sell ridiculously, but I do think it will probably be going below $2 if this is how it's going to be, but by tomorrow. Maybe some more barders will have appeared by then. As of now, it's fine. But, yeah, I think that will still be going below its rust price inevitably, eventually. So, all right. A barder's probably the better way to go about it. And then lastly, the Otherworldly Furnace. I personally don't have a lot of faith in furnaces. I don't really like to invest in them too much. $2.49 skin, highest barter is $1. And we've already got a listing below its rust price. Well then, yeah, you're better off just sticking with doing a barter on that one. If we do see continuations, cool, but it's not happening for the next 2 weeks because we have Christmas skins. Oh yes, Christmas skins tomorrow. Yes, indeed. So, yeah. Do not be surprised if some of these potentially suffer for a fair bit because impatient people are like, well, where's my continuations? I expected instant profit. This is unfair. I'm angry. But yeah, that's something to be concerned about. Not this weekend, but next weekend, we will see the return of workshop skin submissions, and of course, we do have one normal Rustor for the end of this month, which of course will be the final Rustor for this year of 2024, and then we roll into January. January Force White Rustor is expected to be absolutely maddening. Now, just to reinforce this, I took a little look at the commits earlier. And I've noticed Patrick Mazzolo is already working on primitive media. What's that mean? Well, he's the guy who's always working on the animations and the videos and whatnot to showcase, like new content being added and whatnot. In short, why is he already making primitive media? Are we getting the primitive game mode for January? So, that's all the siege weapons. That is the game mode in which you can't use guns. Maybe not everyone's going to be super happy about that, but it's a completely brand new game mode being introduced to Rust. No longer will you be shot from who knows where when you just spawn on a beach. Instead, you're going to get smacked round the head with a gigantic sword. In short, I think that's probably being prepared for January. That means the start of 2025 is going to be a great start. And I already mentioned the Force White for January is the 2nd, one day after New Year's. Kids won't be back in school by then. People probably ain't working as hard around then. January 2025 looks like it's going to kick off absolutely amazingly. And if you thought the player counts were good over the past few months, mate, the peak player count, the average player count for January, ooh, it looks like we potentially might be kicking off with an absolutely wonderful year. So, in short, I'm expecting a lot of people then. And if we have a lot of people for January, with all that Christmas money floating around, yes. I do think we're going to have a pretty good post-Christmas. All right, so, yeah, things are looking very interesting. Things are looking very promising. So let's see if it holds up. Let's see if it works out nicely. At the very least, I hope you enjoy the Christmas Rustor tomorrow. And, feel free to comment below. What skins would you like to see being accepted tomorrow? Skin creators, you can't take part. Shut up. But anyway, yeah, regular people, regular viewers, feel free to tell me right now, what skins would you like to see? I'll link this collection in the description, and you can go message below what you'd love to see. I am personally going to vouch for the Garage Door that I love. Where is it? What is it? There you go. I think this is really funny. I like it. Oh, here comes Santa. Oh, he crashed into the door. Oh, well. Oh, no. Oh, well, it is what it is. So, with that, thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Have a splendid day tomorrow, and let's see what we get accepted. Catch you later. Saying goodbye.